What's up, gang? Welcome back to another episode of High Rollers, Roads, and Rails. Today, this is the drain room. I know. Stay tuned. So to be fair, I know this isn't my normal type of upload here, but it's been a weekend project and I figured I'd record at least what we got going on. Yeah, it's a mess. But I'll tell you what's also a mess is the fact that my train collection is ever expanding and my room to collect it was decreasing. So this closet is where I've been storing my trains along with all of this mess. Yes, I know. Am I a hoarder? Maybe. My wife seems to think so. Anyway, yeah, I'm going through about an entire lifetime of toys and stuff that I've just had stored away in this closet, and we're eventually going to make room so that all of my train boxes, which have been kind of just jam-packed in up here, we'll finally have a nice and organized home. Now my wife, she's an excellent organizer. Me, not so much. So that's why I got her. She's... Oh, there she is. Yeah, so we're rolling through it. It's been a lot just to even get to this point. We've kind of pulled most everything out, and we're gonna start trying to organize stuff back in here. I even had to make some repairs to the shelving. You see those 2x4s there? The shelves were so cluttered and so full of mess, they started caving in. So this has been long overdue, and we're getting it done today. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you what we do and what we come up with as far as organization, and I promise you it's going to look a lot better. And it'd be a lot easier for me to keep track of exactly what I got here. Yeah. And you know, I do share this room with my daughter as a playroom, and her stuff's been kind of piling up too. So much needed spring cleaning. We're getting on it. Stay tuned. And wham, just like that, what was a days for us is minutes for y'all. So here we are. We've finally able to get things back under control. I've still got a little pile of stuff that we need to sort out. A lot of this stuff is some old toys and stuff that I'm gonna sell or Goodwill, what have you. But finally got the closet back where I want it to be, and so come in here with me. So finally got my collection halfway organized, and I'm pretty happy with it. And this is my wife's side. Like I said, not perfect, but I'm telling you guys, you couldn't even walk in this space beforehand. I mean, you guys saw how bad it was in the first clip. So let's go through and check out what I got here. So something that I thought would be fun for this video, since I haven't really had a chance to do it and it's finally all laid out, is I want to go through and kind of take you guys through my train collection. Like I said, definitely not the biggest, you know, but I kind of just got started back into collecting trains probably September last year. So we're going to go through and got all my MTH rolling stock here, all my Lionel rolling stock here. Also have pieces that I just don't have boxes for, so this is just the stuff that boxed. A couple of Atlas cars, some K-Line. You know, I've got kind of all the major brands. That's a really cool box. That's my Lionel Warhorse set. One of these days I'm gonna pull that out so we can see it run and review it. But it's another. This is a K-Line Southern Pacific Madison passenger set. That's really nice. My daughter's Lionel Frozen set. That's her train set. These are all of my Norfolk and Western passenger cars. This is some Virginian hoppers, a couple of fast track crossings, and then coming down here, these are all my locomotives. These are all the steam engines, and the diesels are here. So my little collection so far, I roughly have about 15 locomotives and probably 40 to 50 pieces of rolling stock. So it's definitely getting somewhere. So that's all I got for our little organizing spree. I really wasn't even planning on filming this, but you know, some people want to see this stuff. But what I want to do now is take you guys around the layout, because I have made some changes since the last video you saw of the layout, which should have been the one of where I showed you how I built the layout. So we have made some pretty significant changes. So let me show you guys those now. So up here on the layout now, this is probably the biggest change that I've made recently that you guys haven't seen yet. So I'm going to show you guys this now. This is my little coal mine scene that I've had made. And check out the detail on this. This entire scene was handmade by, once again, my friend Mike over at Scenery Plus. I've showed you guys some pieces that Mike has done for me before, and we got together on this custom piece here. I really wanted a coal mine scene, but like I said, being on a shelf layout, you know, I'm just really limited on space, and we took some measurements, and we've been going back and forth on this for about a month now, and he finally got us done. So I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can just see the detail of this. It's even got my name on the side of it. So he put some really awesome custom touches in here, and of course, you know, I told him how big a fan I was of the Norfolk and Western, so he included their logos on the mine, and it come out really cool. You guys have seen this. This is the bridge, and then what you haven't seen is this here. So after he finished the first piece, which you just saw, the little loading station, I was so thrilled with it that I told him, I said, well, I've got another empty spot and I want to do something with that as well. So of course Mike said no problem, and he did this little like office little shack area for the coal mine. You see the Rivers Coal Company logo. You can actually see there's figures inside. I mean, guys, look at the detail. All of this was hand done. Of course, Mike has also done these walls for me in the backdrop to really add something to it. You know, this is my favorite part of the layout. A little zoomed out view of it. And from the other side, see some more details. I mean, pictures and camera just don't do it justice. He done a fantastic job on this. And he even made it to where now there used to be a space right here, and now it just blends right into this scene, which is my handiwork. I handmade all of this myself. Definitely doesn't hold a T to what Mike does, but really cool that all came together. And again, it's just so cool. Like I said, I'm really thrilled with how it came out. So, quick little plug. If you guys are in the Virginia area and you want some custom work like this, make sure you hit up Mike at Scenery Plus. He can do any scale, any size, anything you can dream up. Mike can probably do it. He's fantastic with doing weathered or distressed stuff, so I highly recommend, if that's your cup of tea, that you hit up Mike, and his information is right here. I showed this in my last video, but I figured I'd show it again since we were talking about some of Mike's work on my layout here. And he also completely hand scratch built this house under construction scene for me. You know, I mean, just look at the detail all the way even to the inside of the. It's just fantastic. So there it is again. Scenery Plus. Like I said, if you are in Virginia and you are looking for some additions to your layout or dioramas, or Mike does anything you can dream up. Even it says battlefield layouts for fantasy players. So whatever your modeling needs are, hit up Mike at Scenery Plus. Some more additions to the layout. I was able to pick up this MTH water column. I picked this up from the Strasburg train shop and got a fantastic deal on it. So cool little piece. Kind of adds to the realism of my layout. I'm going to model this in, and eventually we'll kind of. I think I'm going to rock all of this in and blend this in to make it look nice. But pretty cool piece. My little station area is still under construction, but we're getting there. And speaking of Strasburg, you know, I can't forget about my trucks. You know, I'm a trucker at heart, so how cool is this Winross die-cast truck set that I actually picked up from the gift shop at Strasburg. They had a couple of these sitting over in the corner, and I almost missed it, but it's a set of triple pups, and it's modeled after their passenger car. So I thought that was a cool piece to pick up. You know, I'm a big Strasburg fan, so pretty neat. There's another view of the mine. Like I said, I'm just obsessed with this. As a matter of fact, I didn't even show you this corner here, so. Such a cool addition. You know, something else that I think is cool is, you know, not only am I a big Norfolk and Western fan, but I'm also a big Richmond, Fredericksburg, Potomac fan, which, if you're not from Virginia, you may have not even heard of that railroad. But the RF&P was a major main line from Richmond to Washington, D.C. So kind of a local line for us. You know, I'm just south of Richmond, but RF&P stuff in O scale is few and far between. Pretty hard to find when you do find it. Lionel really didn't even make much in it. They do have a couple of pieces coming out in some of their newer catalogs. But for the longest time, it really MTH and Atlas was the only two brands that even made anything RF&P. So I have a few pieces here I'd like to show you guys while we're up here. So this locomotive here, this is a GP35 low hood. This model was made by MTH and is a Proto 3 engine, so it's got all the modern goodies in it. And a beautiful model that it is. Obviously, as we just talked about, it is in the RF&P, cab number 131. Can thank my friend Bob Bueller for getting me this model. This was a custom run engine by Tiny Tim's Train Shop in Ashland. And Bob had one of these for sale, and I actually traded him off a few pieces of my collection that I wasn't using, so I was able to pick this one up and it didn't cost me anything, so really glad to have it. Speaking of Bob, he's kind of my local guy for RF&P stuff. And this is also a new addition I picked up the last couple of weeks. Got this MTH 50-foot boxcar. Blue with the silver door. Hard piece to find. So definitely jumped at the opportunity to buy this. So moving right along in this train, this is another 50-foot boxcar. In the not so prototypical red paint scheme for the RF&P. This was based off of a real boxcar that is in the RF&P Park in Richmond. This was a custom run by Tiny Tim's Train Shop as well. Same for this piece. Tiny Tim's in Ashland also did this as a custom run. Tiny Tim's a great little local train shop to me, and he does a lot of custom run RF&P stuff. So if this is a railroad that interests you, you need to go check out Tiny Tim's in Ashland, because one of the few places you can even get O-scale RF&P items. So got this gondola car with a junk load inside of it. Real nice piece. This is an Atlas 40-foot boxcar with the Lincoln the North and the South logo on it. Real nice piece. This is also an Atlas hopper. Seeing the RF&P. And finally, what do you know? Another custom run piece by Tiny Tim's. That is a MTH Rail King extended view caboose. And the RF&P 905. So I really wanted to show you this set of cars that I had in the engine, because like I said, pretty hard stuff to find. So what else have I picked up recently? Well, here's one of them. Picked this up off of eBay. This is a JLC edition Lionel Y6B, Norfolk and Western. You guys know I'm a big N&W fan, and man, I got a killer deal on this model. I actually bid on it on an auction, and I put a bid in that I thought had no shot of even remotely picking this engine up, and I won it. So just got this in a couple days ago. So the crazy thing is that this is the second one of these that I'll have, because I'd already purchased one. I wanted this Y6B model beforehand. I purchased one from a fellow off of Facebook, and then I so happened to won this auction. So I'm going to have two. The difference is this one is pretty mint, but the other one I have coming in has got a fantastic weathering job by the famous Harry Heike. So it is going to be weathered out. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. I may keep it, I may sell it. So if you're interested in this, give me a shout, we can talk. I may let this one go. But I can tell you what's really fantastic about this model in particular is that this is an older model, so some of you may or may not know the Lionel JLC engines were kind of an early 2000s TMCC thing. And this model, for being from 2003, and some people aren't going to like when I say this, but it rivals the detail of my Vision Line Class A, which was built in 2022 and cost about double what this engine cost. Move back here to the tender. I mean, the detail on top of this engine for 2003 is pretty impressive. So I've gone ahead and thrown some power to the track, and we're going to run some trains. So right now I'm going to start with this JLC Y6B. So let's see what it sounds like. Alright. Let's go ahead and start with the whistle. This thing has an awesome sound set in it for being an early 2000s model. Listen to that whistle again. Awesome. And the bell. And of course, this is an older model, so it has the mumble crew talk, so let's hear that. And tower announcement. Okay. Let's get it rolling. I did forget to mention that the minimum curve radius for this engine is 0.72. As you can see it navigating my 0.72 curves here. It also has had a chuff cam upgrade, so it does have 4 chuffs per revolution, which to me really adds to the realism. So I hope you enjoyed that little run session with the new JLC Y6B by Lionel. What a great engine, especially for its age. You got to think this engine is 21 years old. but the detail, and I can tell you what, the whistle on this thing rivals a lot of the new whistles. I mean, it sounds awesome. Like I said, so kind of undecided what I'm going to do with it. If you are interested in it, give me a shout. We might be able to make something shake on it. Like I said, I'm going to end up with 2 of them. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think that's going to finish it off for me tonight. I know my content has been kind of slack. You know, I haven't really posted in like 2 weeks. Sorry for that. I do promise you this weekend. It's been really hot, and but I'm going to make time this weekend. I'm going to film the build review series for the Shelby Mustang. So I'm going to get back on some car stuff. I know I've been kind of slacking, guys, so cut me a little slack. We were on vacation, and it's just been really hot. But thank you guys for joining me for this one tonight. I hope you enjoyed the update on the layout and the organization we've done. And with that, I'll see y'all down the line.